Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers and sisters. The concept of the hour, the end of times, has always intrigued and concerned humanity. In the Islamic tradition, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has provided us with guidance and signs to recognize its approach. In this video, we will explore some authentic hadiths of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, about the signs of the hour that involve natural disasters. These hadiths serve as reminders of the temporary nature of this world and encourage us to reflect on our purpose and relationship with Allah. Remember, the timing of these events is known only to Allah. Our duty is to learn from these signs, strengthen our faith, and increase our good deeds. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The hour will not be established until knowledge is taken away, earthquakes increase, time passes quickly, tribulations appear, and there is an abundance of killing until wealth becomes abundant among you." Reported by Al-Bukhari. This hadith highlights a time when earthquakes will become more frequent. We are living in a time where news of earthquakes in different parts of the world is becoming more and more common. While scientific advancements have allowed us to understand the tectonic movements that cause earthquakes, the increase in their occurrences aligns with the words of our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. The hadith doesn't just speak about earthquakes in isolation, it connects it with other signs like the loss of knowledge, meaning true Islamic knowledge, the acceleration of time, which many feel is happening today, and an increase in trials and tribulations. This paints a vivid picture of the state of the world as we draw closer to the Day of Judgment. The increase in earthquakes serves as a reminder for us to turn back to Allah, seek His forgiveness, and re-evaluate our lives. Let us strive to be amongst those who are prepared for that day, both spiritually and practically, by holding on to the rope of Allah and following the teachings of His final messenger, peace be upon him. The Prophet, peace be upon him, mentioned 3 major land collapses, signifying major natural changes. He said, "The hour will not come until you see 10 signs: smoke, the Dajjal, the beast, the rising of the sun from the west, the descent of Jesus, Gog and Magog, and 3 landslides, one in the east, one in the west, and one in the Arabian Peninsula. The last will be a fire from Yemen driving people to their gathering place," reported by Muslim. These signs should awaken us from heedlessness, strengthen our connection with Allah, and prepare for the hereafter. Some hadiths hint at changes in climate as signs of the approaching hour. One hadith states, "The hour will not come until the land of the Arabs returns to being meadows and rivers," reported by Muslim. This suggests changes in climate that may bring vegetation and water to previously barren lands. This hadith is particularly intriguing in light of the climate changes we are witnessing today. While the hadith speaks specifically about the Arabian Peninsula, it serves as a reminder that Allah has power over all things and can alter the very environment we live in. The return of meadows and rivers to a land known for its aridity points towards a significant shift in the climate. It reminds us that the world as we know it is not permanent and is subject to the will of the Almighty. This transformation, while seemingly positive in its outcome, should not be taken lightly. It is a sign, amongst others, that the world is moving towards its destined end. The Prophet, peace be upon him, encouraged us to reflect and ponder upon the signs of Allah in creation. The changes we see around us, including those in our climate, should serve as reminders of the approaching hour and prompt us to increase in good deeds. The Prophet, peace be upon him, also mentioned the occurrence of a significant fire in one region. "The hour will not come until a fire comes out from the land of Hejaz and illuminates the necks of camels in Busra," reported by Al-Bukhari and Muslim. Some interpret this hadith as referring to large fires or volcanic activity in that area. This hadith speaks of a fire so massive that its light would reach from the Hejaz region where Mecca and Medina are located to Busra, a city hundreds of miles away. This indicates an event of extraordinary proportions. The fire could be interpreted literally as a physical fire, perhaps a volcanic eruption or a massive conflagration. However, some scholars also interpret it metaphorically, representing fitna, or tribulation and discord, that will engulf the region. Regardless of the interpretation, the imagery is powerful. It speaks of a time of great upheaval and change, a time when the world will witness events of unprecedented scale. As believers, we should not live in fear of these signs, but rather use them as opportunities for reflection and preparation. The fire, whether literal or metaphorical, serves as a stark reminder of the temporary nature of this world and the urgency to secure our place in the hereafter. Let us strive to be amongst those who are guided by the light of faith and good deeds, illuminating our path towards the pleasure of Allah and the eternal gardens of paradise. The hadiths we have explored offer a glimpse into the events that will precede the Day of Judgment. These signs, ranging from natural disasters to societal shifts, serve as reminders of the transient nature of this world and the urgency to prepare for the hereafter. These hadiths indicate some signs mentioned by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, regarding the approach of the hour, which may involve natural disasters, and Allah knows best. While we cannot predict the exact time or nature of these events, we can learn from the wisdom embedded within these prophetic narrations. Let us strive to live each day as if it were our last, filled with sincere worship, good deeds, and a heart that is connected to Allah. May He grant us the strength and understanding to face the challenges of this world and the hereafter with unwavering faith and righteous actions.